All right. Look at me controlling all the stuff and doing it right the first time. So before we get started on the old-timey phrase game, I want to revisit one of the ones from last week that I was kind of thinking I got wrong because I started thinking maybe it was just something that my mom said to me and nobody else knew. It was Nanook of the North. And we've been doing all sorts of holiday shows getting ready for Christmas, and we were watching the Frosty the Snowman. Was it animated or was it claymation?
It was animated.
The Frosty the Snowman animated, and he was taking the train up to the North Pole, and the train conductor said that he was going to make a stop at Nanook of the North. Remember?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it is a thing. It isn't just something that my mom made up. But we're going to be playing the old-timey phrase game with all you out there. The rules are simple, same as last week when we played. We're going to give you an old-timey phrase. If you guess it right, if you figure out what it is, then you get to ask us a question which we have to answer. If you get it wrong, we're going to hang up on you in a very mean way, circa like the way Brooks would do it. With like, oh, we should have gotten the gong.
Do you have your thing? You're like, and like ding, ding, ding thing?
Yeah, I do. Let's see if I can figure out. This should be, that's the winner. Oh, let me turn it up. That's the winning noise, and that's the loser noise. Loser noise. But you got your list all ready to go?
I do. There's no shortage of terms on here. Some of them I feel like are going to be easy, but I thought that last time.
Yeah, well, I was kind of surprised with some of the ones that people didn't get, but we got our first caller on the line. Who's this?
Yeah, Misty.
I never get names.
I know, me neither. Did you say Misty?
Misty, yeah.
Oh, you got it. All right. Point for banana. Misty, where are you calling from?
Colton.
Colton. Okay. Is Colton
California.
Okay, I was going to say, is Colton in California? All right. Are you ready to play the
Yeah.
old-timey phrase game?
Yes.
All right, banana. Give her an old-timey phrase.
Okay, I'm trying to decide whether or not to give her a hard one or not, but
Okay.
you're getting hard ones.
Give me a
Sorry.
hard one.
Okay, all right. So what does it mean? What does the phrase, don't cut off your nose to spite your face mean?
Don't stick your foot in your mouth. Like, don't trip over your own self to get to the next.
Not really. I mean, you're onto
Getting in
something,
your way.
but not so much.
That's kind of a. Do you have another guess?
Okay.
Cut off your nose to spite your face.
Is it the same? Is it kind of the same as don't look a gift horse in the mouth?
No.
It's actually on my list. No. Do you want to try to explain it, and then I will. I can add details with what I looked up.
Is that how we're gonna do it this week? Do we just kill her and move on to the? It's your game. What are your rules? Do we kill her and go on to the next person? She's like, no, don't kill me, and go on to the next person, or how do you want to do it?
Okay. Well, I could give her another one because I have enough.
Okay. You want it? Well, okay. We can go back to that one in the next caller. If you mess up the next one, we're definitely going to hang up on you, but she can give you another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. I'm like, now I have to think
Yeah.
of, okay. What does he wears many hats mean?
Does multiple things.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. Very good. All right. You're 1 for 2, but did you have a question you wanted to ask, or are you just calling to play the game?
No, just playing the game. I
Okay.
just enjoy your show, and you and Banana are awesome.
Thanks.
And I love the fact that even though people can't see your disability, sorry for the choice of words,
Is
but
what it is.
Yeah, that's a disability.
Yeah.
You still go out there and push beyond everything, and it's just awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Can I ask what platform you are watching on?
YouTube.
You're on YouTube? Okay. I think the TikTok audience has been outpacing YouTube every week. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up. A little surprised with my millions of followers over there that it's not keeping up, but I appreciate all platforms, TikTok, Facebook, the one person that watches on Twitch every week. Thank you, one person. And thank you, Misty, right, for calling to play the game.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, Pete.
All right,
Thanks,
have a good
Banana.
one.
Thanks for calling.
It is the old-timey phrase game. I think if I lined it up properly, I did. I put her on hold.
Skylar's trying so hard. Oh my gosh, honey.
Okay, Skylar.
Okay.
Is she trying to get up
that was
to?
eventful.
I don't want her. Oh, she's going to sit right in my lap? Okay.
She's trying to get to her original spot, but
Okay.
she's really having a hard time.
Okay, there we go. All right. So anyway, if I have it lined up properly, I did want to let people know that this Voice University. Do you think people can see the Voice University sticker?
Where is
I
it?
stuck it on the microphone right there. It's supposed to be facing the camera.
Yeah, I think so.
I wanted to let people know that I did launch something in like the middle of this year. So many people asked me how to get into voice acting that I started a whole thing called voiceuniversity.com. Don't Google it. Just go to voiceuniversity.com. And there's 3 hours of material there that'll explain the entire business. It's kind of fascinating if you're just interested in getting into the business or like learning about it. And if you, hi,
She's
Tyler.
really wanting to participate this time.
Breath on my face. I have a code just for the people that are watching this show. If you type in Pete25 when you're signing up, it's 25% off. I just wanted to kind of spread the word on that because people are still asking me, how do I get into voiceovers? I'm like, it's at voiceuniversity.com. But anyway, it's the old time phrase game. Who is this next caller?
Wait, are we not going to say the definition
Hello.
of the other one?
Oh, well, all right. We'll get to that one. Who's this?
My name's Aiden.
Aiden.
Hi, Aiden.
What's going on? Where are you calling from?
I just decided to go, bro, stop.
What?
My friend just randomly got a piece of wood and started hitting himself for no reason,
Was
bro.
he hitting
Stop.
you?
No, he's just hitting his own legs.
Oh, okay. Got a little slap happy over there. All right. Aiden, where are you calling
Bro,
from?
why you... California.
All right. Let's see if Banana can give you an old timey phrase.
Okay, so if somebody tells you to skedaddle, what does that mean?
To go.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, you got it.
Wow, right.
I wasn't
off
sure
the
you were going to
bat.
get that. You sound like on the younger side.
That was really good. All right, Aiden, do you have a question for us, or were you just calling to play?
No, I was just calling to say hello because I've never talked to you before.
Nice. Thanks for calling.
If you lost, I was going to tell your friend to start whacking you with the 2x4, just as a losing penalty.
Do you want to say anything, friend? Okay, then he doesn't want to say anything.
All right.
Okay,
Well, thank
shy.
you for calling to play the old timey phrase game with Pete and Banana and Skylar.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. The most popular puppy on the internet this week. Her video where we're showing off her new spiky collar. It's supposed to keep her safe. Is closing in on 600,000 views. It was one of my better performing ones this week. So good job, Skylar.
Nice.
Way to be good. It's the old timey phrase game with Pete and Banana. Who's on the line right here?
Hello. I'm very young. It's Connor from California also.
Wow.
Oh, all California callers.
Yeah, all California today. Connor
Connor.
from California. Are you
By the
watching
way,
on?
I can also...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I can see the sticker.
Oh, good. I wanted to get some confirmation on that. Yeah, for anybody that wants to learn about voice acting, go to voiceuniversity.com. I appreciate the confirmation there, Connor. All right, do you like my thinking music, Banana? I added that this week, or is it distracting?
I'm indifferent.
Both.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you,
right.
Connor. Yeah, we're both like whatever.
All right, I'm gonna fire it up. I'll do it every other time. I did it last time, so no thinking music this time. You'll have to think in complete silence. What is the old timey phrase for young California Connor?
What does it mean to bury the hatchet?
I'm assuming it's not an actual hatchet.
Correct?
No. Yeah.
Like dispose of something, like trash.
No, it wouldn't be trash.
Well, no. But I like the way that you thought about it. Should I say what it is? Or should
Yeah, I
give it
guess
another
I guess
try?
we can. Is that how you want to do it? You want to tell him what it is and then give him another one, or are we just going to hang up on poor Connor? What do you want to do?
I can do another one.
All right. Give him another one. And
If you want, I mean, maybe we should let them decide. Would you like another one?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, it's okay if you don't know them. They're old-timey phrases and you
yeah.
sound young. What is the phrase, like if I said to you, cat got your tongue, what does that mean?
Cat got your tongue, like you can't speak, like you can't.
Correct. Yep, you got it.
Hey,
Nice.
That one's good. So what do we?
Real quick.
Yep.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you get a chance to talk.
So yeah, you answered the question. What's your question?
What was your favorite? Like, well, not was, but what's your favorite cartoon to listen to? Because obviously you can't see it. But
I don't listen to a lot of
show.
cartoons anymore. No, I do. So I actually I love Archer. Do you know what Archer is?
Isn't that one? No.
He's
It's
kind
more
of like
geared toward adults.
It is. It's kind of an adult one. He's like a super spy. It is more adult themed. But I'd been listening to it for years. When I had some site, I used to watch Venture Brothers, which I liked a lot. C Lab 2020. I used to like that one. But I'd been a big fan of Archer for a long time, and I got to do the voiceovers for their promos. In 2018, when they launched the cartoon Archer 1999, not only did I get to do the promos for it, but Banana and it was 2020. That was 2020. I won the award for Outstanding TV Promo of the Year for my work on Archer, and we celebrated it right here in our living room because we weren't allowed to go anywhere during COVID times.
True.
But I also like Family Guy.
What's your favorite one?
I just watch a lot of regular shows. Dang, I cannot speak.
That's okay. That's me all the time.
Tongue-tied at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what your favorite cartoon's gonna be. We're still working really hard to get the Blind Surfer cartoon made, and we're gonna be pitching at the beginning of next year. And Banana actually got to see some of the initial artwork yesterday or the day before.
I think that was yesterday.
Yeah, and you thought the artwork of me looked good.
I did.
And the artwork of Superdog needed a little work.
Needed help.
But we're working on it. Hopefully the Blind Surfer cartoon will be everybody's favorite cartoon once we finally get it made.
Yeah, honey, I'll watch it.
Nice. Awesome. We have our first fan.
Connor, thanks for the call.
Thank you for calling.
It's the old timey phrase game. So we got two of them that have gone unanswered. Do we go back and ask those again, or how do we do it?
I think if we've moved on, we've moved on.
Okay. But if we start running, put like a little squiggle next to those.
Can I get a, for a second? I forgot to get a pen.
You forgot to get a pen?
I did.
All right.
You're going to have to entertain people for a second, but I think you got this.
Don't be like me and walk into, why are you jingling? Okay. Don't trip in anything. Don't knock over anything. I don't know if I have any. Did you just hit the keyboard?
No, I hit some glasses.
Okay. If you hit the keyboard, you might have not had us be online. Hopefully, we're still streaming.
I'm jingly because I wanted to make it Christmassy, and I felt like it kind of sounded like Jingle Bells.
Okay.
I also have a Christmassy shirt on.
Now I feel like I'm sitting next to Rudolph the
I know,
red-nosed
if it gets annoying in your ear, let me know.
jingly reindeer or something. All right. It is the old-timey phrase game. I think Banana did not knock us off the stream, hopefully. Who we got on the line right here?
Hello, my name is Jamal.
Jamal, what's going on?
Is that an alias?
Yeah, you thought about that for a minute. I do feel like your name might be like Fred or Alex, and you went with something else, but that's okay. I'll call you Jamal. Where are you calling from, Jamal?
Nevada.
All right, Nevada. I learned very in a stern way. It's Nevada, not Nevada. I'm the voice of radio station X1075 in Las Vegas, and I said Nevada, and they were like, "We do not say Nevada. We say Nevada." So I had to recut a whole series of promos because I said it wrong. Did you know that, Banana?
I call it Nevada, but I say lots of things wrong, so.
Well, now I've said it so many times I forget what it is. But all right, I'm firing off the music because you are going to ask him, Jamal, possibly, an old-timey phrase.
Okay. What does the phrase, just kidding. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth?
Can you repeat that?
Sure, I screwed it up in the beginning anyway. The phrase, don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I think it's, like, don't,
Tick, tock, tick. I'm going to
I
say...
think,
Sometimes I don't say things super clear, so I can say it another time.
I heard you. He repeated after you. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yep.
I'm going to say... Because he didn't get that one. There's got to be a time limit on it. All right, so Rule Master, are we giving him another one? Are we going to the next person? We got to come up with some rules for this.
Yeah, it's all loosey goosey.
Yeah.
Another phrase.
All right, we're gonna move on from Jamal, and you can call back. Anybody can call back as many times as you want. You can dial 760-571-6844. There's going to be 6 people in the queue at all times. So if we hang up on you, because that's what I've decided to do, is move through people quicker.
Okay.
If we hang up on you, you can call back and try again.
Okay, that's fine. My rule is going to be that I'm going to blurt out what it means if I feel like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
So-
loosey-goosey rules.
Yep, that's what I said. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth means like if somebody is giving you something, don't be the jerk that's like gonna criticize the gift. Basically,
Yeah.
figure out whether or not you want it. You just should take it graciously.
Yes, don't nitpick the gift.
Yep.
It literally means don't open the horse's mouth, look inside, and see if his teeth are all old or if they're new. It's just say thank you for that very nice gift that you gave me. That is a very appropriate phrase for the upcoming holiday season, Banana.
Yeah, I was trying to be appropriate all around.
Good job, jingling, asking appropriate questions, and
maybe when they get it right, I can be like ding 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 ding.
yeah, you got your own sound effects over there. All right, it's the old timey phrase game with Pete and Banana. Who's this?
I'm Danny.
Danny,
Hi,
what's
Danny.
going on? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Southern Arkansas.
Oh, well, I don't think we've ever had a caller from Southern Arkansas. You are our first. How old are you? Can I ask?
I'm 13.
All right. So these are hopefully going to be ones that are going to twist your brain a little bit. Banana, go for it.
All right, this one hopefully is not going to twist your brain, and I am going to use my authority here to say I'm going to give you a second one if you get it right away, because this is the easiest one on my list.
Okay.
What does it mean to butter someone up?
Oh, to compliment them in hope of getting something from them.
Yeah, all right. I knew that was too easy for the list.
Yeah, that was a
All
good
right,
one.
all right.
What, are you giving him two? Because that
Yeah,
was so easy?
yeah. Because I feel like that was not really, whatever. Okay. What does the phrase "jack of all trades" mean?
Like something really good.
Not
It is-
necessarily. Well,
No,
it could be.
no.
It could be good, but
Well,
it's
technically half of them could be good and half of them could be bad. Everything on your list.
Yeah.
A jack of all trades, it's half of a phrase actually that people use the first half. The whole phrase is jack of all trades, master of none. And then it goes on more, but that's most of it.
yeah. It means that you can do many different jobs, or you have a lot of skills.
It means that you can wear many hats.
Yeah, it does. They're synonym phrases.
Yeah, and it's generally considered a compliment. If you tell someone they're a jack of all trades, like, oh, you can do carpentry, and you can also you can paint, and you can do automotive, and you're a talented dancer. But the whole phrase means you're jack of all trades, master of none. Means you can do a bunch of things okay, but you're not really great at anything in particular. But since you nailed Banana's first question, Danny, do you have a question for us?
I actually have two. Is that okay?
Yeah, we asked you two questions. You can ask us two questions. Seems fair.
Go for it.
Okay. For you, Banana, what's it like being in a relationship with a blind man?
Well,
Annoying.
no, you know what's? This is gonna sound so dumb, but a lot of the time I forget that he's blind. Not out in public, but at home definitely, because he navigates the house so well. He just kind of has everything memorized where it is, and when I'm talking to him, he makes fake eye contact. So it doesn't really feel very different than just dating anybody who has sight, except for when we're out and I am trying to navigate like a social thing, like if there's a lot of people on the sidewalk or something.
That's a whole pile of extra work.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's funny. When he first met me, he tried to give me an out about saying, now that you realize I'm blind, if you don't want to go on this date, I understand. And I was like, why would I not want to go on the date?
Well, because I realize it can be, you don't necessarily sign up for that. But it's funny you say that sometimes you forget. In the past couple years or few years when my eyesight's just completely crapped out, not so much. But when my eyesight was really bad, even my good friends would just be hanging out and they'd toss something to me. I'm like, dude, it would bounce off my face. Like, oh crap, I forgot you're blind.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm in a comfortable environment. It just, it'll slip people's mind, I guess. What was your second question?
It was for you, Pete. Was it hard losing your sight and slowly, going from being able to see near perfectly to not being able to see at all?
It wasn't easy. It certainly was not easy, but it really did go so slow. I just always kind of knew it was coming and kept trying to, please don't hit all the buttons again, Skylar. Where is she going? It was, if I were to look back on, and I've been doing this a little bit more ever since that eyesight's gone away completely, is I'd look back at things that I could see when I was a little kid, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I really miss. I still have some of my toys in the next room. I have these micro machines, or these teeny little cars. And I remember as a kid that I could look at them and I could read the writing on them and I could see all the details. And I used to do models. My dad and I would put together model cars and stuff sometimes. And that kind of makes me sad. Man, there was there was so much to be seen in the world, and now I can't. But as a day to day, as it was happening over the course of the 3 decades where I was losing my eyesight, I mean, it was just happening so slow I didn't notice it. But looking back at what I've lost, I try not to think about it too much because it can be pretty upsetting.
Well, that certainly was something to hear.
Well, thank you.
It's a detailed answer.
Thank you for the 2 questions, and congratulations on your win. One of these days, we're gonna have to get an actual sponsor and get some prizes out and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I appreciate your calling. I appreciate your watching the videos, as I hope and assume that you do from time to time.
I do.
All right,
Nice.
great. Thanks, Connor. Appreciate it. It's the Old Time Phrase Game. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. If you are blind and or visually impaired and you can't get it when I'm saying it that fast, just tap on the description or title, depending on what platform you're on, and your text-to-speech software will read it out loud to you. 760-517-6844. We're cycling through the calls, and we're asking old-timey phrase questions. Who's the next caller we got on the line?
How you doing, Pete? It's Jose from Miami.
What's going on, Jose?
Jose.
We've spoken a couple times, right?
Good. Hi, Banana. Yes, third time on the show.
Yep.
Did you get it right last week, or did we buzz you? I forget.
No, I was the first one on the call, and I was the first one out.
All
Yeah,
right.
but let's bury the hatchet and let it go.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
Thank you. That was
Throwing his
clever.
own phrases back at us, or
Yeah.
our own phrases back at us. All right, what do you got for Jose in Miami?
All right. What does the phrase "burning the midnight oil" mean?
Burning the midnight oil, working overtime,
What do you think, Pete?
working too much.
You're onto
Yeah,
something.
the clue is right within the phrase.
Yeah, midnight
Yeah,
oil.
well, my dad was a truck driver, burning the midnight oil when he used to drive overnight.
Yes.
Yeah, working overnight.
There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Because you wouldn't say, if you were working overtime, if you started at like 6 a.m. and you were working till like 8 p.m., I don't think you could say I'm burning the midnight oil
No.
at 7 o'clock. It has to be working late and overnight, right?
Yeah, and it could be like studying for a test all night long. It's just you're doing
Yes,
something along those lines.
yeah.
All right. Were you calling just to redeem yourself, or did you have a question for us, Jose?
Well, no, just playing the game,
All
trying
right.
to get into it. Just telling my daughters and stuff about it, and look forward to. I know next week is Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
But, for the next show, we'll figure something out.
I'm not sure.
Right?
I'm not sure if we're gonna come on the day after Christmas or not. I kind of want to come on the day after Christmas and show off all the amazing gifts that you got me.
They're pretty great.
Well, I'll be here.
All right.
Nice. Thanks for calling.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one.
You
Pete.
too.
too.
Merry Christmas.
Bye bye.
I feel like I kicked
Your phone?
Yeah, and that's the phone.
I'm like not helping you for some reason.
That's the phone that keeps us on the air. Are we still on that phone?
Yep.
That's us, people. You can watch us watching you, watching us watching you when you stare at that thing. The old timey phrase game. I'm glad that Jose was able. I wonder which one he X'd out on last week that he didn't win on.
I think my first question was what it means to wet your whistle.
Oh yeah, your first question.
Nobody
too.
that was a stumper.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm going to start that, and then I felt bad. You're like, I'm going to start this off real easy, and then you didn't. Get it. I was like, oh, that was mean. It's the old timey phrase game with Pete, Banana, and Skylar. She's left me. Is she over there?
Yeah.
She's probably not in the frame anymore, but she's around.
She's on my left hip.
All right, old timey phrase game with Pete and Banana, and our next caller. Who's this?
Austin.
Austin.
Hi, Austin.
What's going on? A lot of people are uncertain of their names today.
I feel like when people ask me my name, I start with I'm like Maggie.
Yeah. Got to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from, Austin?
Tucson, Arizona.
All right.
Nice.
One of the zonies. Ready for your old timey phrase from Banana?
Yeah.
All right. Fire away, Banana.
Trying to decide if this is easy or not easy. What does the phrase "mad as a hatter" mean?
Very upset.
No. Can I give the answer?
I was trying to think of where that phrase is from. At first, I thought it was an Eminem song, but it's actually from my song. It's at the very end of my song. I said when I'm speed rapping faster than Eminem did, I said it doesn't really matter what's badder. Even if you're madder than a Mad Hatter. was
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, it was a very hard phrase to deliver. And I'm like, where's that from? I'm like, oh yeah, it's from me. All right, do you want to tell him? You want to tell Austin what it means?
I want to tell you all kinds of things because I found this fascinating.
Okay.
So mad as a hatter means if you say that about somebody, it means that they're nuts, they're crazy. But where it comes, yeah, I know, right? But where it actually comes from is, I think it said like 17th or 18th century, and the people who made felt hats often went crazy because there was mercury in the felt, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just read that earlier.
I love the etymology of phrases like that. Like, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So what they were using to make the hats, it was mercury?
That's what I read, and I was like, I don't quite understand it, but either way, whatever poison was in the felt, it made them crazy.
That'd make for a really heavy hat, I think. But also, and then in Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter.
Well, so that's where they got the Mad Hat. Like, they took that from like the old thing.
That's kind of a like people that were like working with wood, they were called carpenters, and then people that made hats, they were just called hatters.
Apparently.
That's kind of funny. All right, so he did not get that one, right?
Nope.
All right, no question for you. I already hit hang up because I was being mean about it. But how many? You got a bunch. You got a bunch that they can keep going, right?
Yeah.
What time are we at right now? We are at 4:53. I think at the top of the hour, I'm going to grab the iPad behind me and see if anybody's kicking around in the chat and doing anything in there. I asked Banana to read the chat last week, and you said no. No, thank you. We'll stick with the callers in the meantime. Who's this? Who we got on the line right now?
Hi, this is Matthew from Houston.
Matthew from Houston. All right, you ready for your question?
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
Fire away, Banana.
All right. What does the phrase "don't put the cart before the horse" mean?
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard that one before?
No, I have heard that.
Describing them sometimes is hard. Like, you know what it is, but
know how to
trying to put it into words. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. Oh my gosh. Don't over. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. If I say like, whoa, let's not put the cart ahead of the horse. Does that help?
Yeah. I mean, if you were to call up and start asking your question before you answered ours, that would be putting the cart ahead of the horse. It would also kind of be like counting your chickens before they're hatched.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay.
It means don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
I'll get ahead of you. Okay.
All right. What's your ruling there? We moving on, or are we going to give him another one? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You want an easy one?
What?
Would you like an easy one?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I really do think you're going to get this. What does "pardon my French" mean?
Pardon my French. Pardon my language.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Now that one, I wish we're going to have to step up the game in the next one, because I'd like to know where that came from. Why is bad language?
I know. It's like, do French people known to swear a lot?
Yeah. I do know from the either second or third Matrix movie that the Merovingian said that swearing in French is like wiping your bum with silk. It just feels so good, is his line in the movie. So I don't know any, I guess I know a couple French words, but not enough that it feels like, finishing up and wiping with silk. But yeah, I'd love to know what that comes from. All right, did you have a question because you got one, did you have a question for us, or were you just calling to play?
No. I was just calling to play, and I'm a big fan. I discovered your videos a couple of years ago, and I really love your content.
Nice.
And,
that's cool.
I really enjoy your stuff.
Oh, that's nice to hear. I
Awesome.
appreciate that. I actually, a little mini announcement. I haven't even told you I'm doing it. Not like you care too much, but January 1st, 2025 is the 5-year anniversary of us doing this channel. And for the 5-year anniversary, I'm taking the top 10 videos of all time, the most highly performing videos that I've ever posted. And I'm going to be reposting them, but where I think a lot of creators just repost it and hope that they're going to get more views again. What I'm doing is reposting them as shorts and then doing a related video explaining a little bit more about what happened, a little more behind the scenes, how the video blew up, just all sorts of cool stuff. And because now YouTube Shorts allow you to go longer than 1 minute, it's giving me some time to like get in there and kind of explain some stuff a little bit more. And I'm finally going to be giving the name of the gym where I was at, where the girl was screaming at me for staring at her while I, was blind and obviously not looking at her. Everybody's been dying to know the name of the gym.
I'm the only one that knows.
Yeah.
I was also a member of that gym.
For years and years and years, everybody's been, actually, no, you were
Isn't
not.
that how you originally told people that we met?
You don't even know.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You don't know the name of the gym.
Yes, I do.
You think it was in the South Shore. It was in Boston proper.
Okay, I'm wrong.
But yeah, January 1st, I'm going to be keeping up on my regular schedule of posting and dropping the top 10 videos of all time, which I think is going to be kind of a fun countdown. But anyway, this is the Old Timey Phrase game with Pete, Banana, and Skylar's over there. And our next caller is on the line right now. Who's this?
From Delaware. You might remember me.
I can't remember your name, but I remember your voice immediately. You have the YouTube channel where you do lawnmower sounds.
Indeed.
Yes.
Nice.
I got that off a very short little sample right there. This guy's awesome. What's good? What's the latest update in your life? And give me your name again. I forgot.
My name is Trent.
That's it, Trent. One time, Banana, comma, Brooks and I were in here, and it was like 15 minutes before the show started, and the phone started ringing, and I was desperately trying to figure out this whole phone system. It wasn't working, and we talked to Trent for basically 14 and a half minutes, and I just kept like adjusting volumes and trying to get no feedback going on. That's how we learned so much about him. Trent, you've got very little vision left yourself at this point, correct?
Yeah, it's just like light perception.
Yeah, but basically everybody out there that likes the show and appreciates the opportunity to call in, you should kind of say thanks to Trent, because he was basically my guinea pig. I thought I had it all nailed down. I thought I had the whole system ready to go, and then Trent called, and I was like, no one can hear the caller. Just we can hear him, but nobody else can.
Oh, no.
So you stuck in the line and kind of talked to Brooks for a while and got it all dialed in. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
It's been a while. You ready to play the game?
I am, but real quick.
Cart before the horse?
I'm like,
no, go ahead. Trent's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's been with us for a while. Go ahead.
Real quick, I do gotta say, like the French thing you were talking about. My uncle used to live there, and he said that people they swear a lot.
Like
every
nonstop?
sentence is like an F-bomb or like
Oh.
every word.
All right, we got it then.
So living in France is much like living in Boston.
I was just about to say that.
Or Long Island. They swear a lot there too.
Do they? All right.
Pretty much the Northeast. A lot of swearing.
That was one of the big changes out here. I remember one of I won't even say who's a friend of ours came and visited us and was dropping the typical large amount of swears while talking to us at a restaurant, and basically everybody was like kind of stopping talking, like, who's this person swearing so much? Because that is not a common way to speak out here in San Diego.
I was in Marshall's the other day doing some Christmas shopping, and some woman and her whoever were just blatantly like F-bombing, and it like made me turn, and I was like, oh, they must be from the East Coast.
Yeah, it's definitely not a California way of speaking.
Yeah, not as much. Nope.
All right, Banana has got a question for you, or phrase for you.
All right, are you ready? Okay, what does the phrase "nip it in the bud" mean?
Stop again, please.
The phrase "nip it in the bud." If I was to say,
Oh.
we're gonna need to nip that in the bud, what does it mean?
That phrase basically means like stop doing something, like stop a bad habit.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, for some reason that is correct. I was thinking like get out ahead of. Doesn't it also mean like get out ahead of something? Like
It just means like stop it. Let's go ahead and stop that. Like that's not going to be good. We're going to stop it now before it gets out of hand.
so when Puppy Steve is barking at people every time they walk in the door, we say we got to nip that in the bud before it
gets out of control.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
you got it.
Like any puppy. I got a puppy the other day.
I feel like Steve's going to be a puppy for about
permanent puppy.
15 years. I give him an extra bell just for getting that one right. Did you have a question, or were you just? It's been a while. Trent, do you have anything? Did you want to talk to us about?
2 questions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, my first question is I applied for the Seeing Eye Foundation.
Okay.
Have you done? Is it like an easier than whatever that one in upstate New York is?
So that's to get a seeing eye dog, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, you'd think I'd know more about this because we donate money to Seeing Eye Dog services through the Blind Surfer Foundation. But the process is difficult and time consuming for everyone everywhere. There's just limited amounts of dogs, and the amount of money and the amount of training is really just astronomical. I learned that it costs between $50,000 and $100,000 to train one guide dog. And there's a lot
If you want to name the dog, you have to donate $5,000.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be giving them away for free. Most of the services do just give them away for free. But you also, it's such a big commitment with my schedule. You know, the reason that we were trying to train Steve ourselves, and now I'm just working with Skylar, is because I have a lot of help, and I'm not going a lot of places by myself. My seeing eye dog is basically banana when we're going out.
Call me a dog.
A little bit. With a little help from Skylar leading the way a bit. But I understand the massive amount of resources that go into a guide dog. And the way my life is set up, I actually felt bad taking one from someone else who might be a little more alone, who might need to do more things on their own. I can't say I know of a quicker way to get into any of the guide dog programs, Trent, unfortunately. There are some that will do it for profit. So if you're willing to drop 30, 40, 50 grand, they'll get you one right away. But the other thing is, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you have to go to their campus quite often and be trained with the dog for like a week or two. I think 2 weeks a lot of times.
It's actually 26 days.
Oh
I was about to say, I recall it being longer. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I can't. You know, if it was something, if I was alone and I needed a guide dog to like get me to the grocery store, I suppose I could do it. But that just doesn't work with my life the way it's set up. But it sounds like you're committed. You want to do it. It's just you're on the list and slowly moving your way up. You think? Oop! I think we lost Trent.
Did we?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? This is something I should know a little bit more about, and I'll do some research over the next week, Trent. I'll post some information about that in the comment to this video over the next week and see if I can find out some more for you. If there are guide dog services out there that are moving a little bit quicker. What was your second question, though?
My second question was, so you were talking about it was like 20 minutes ago, about model cars.
Yeah.
Do you still, even though you're blind and, I see interesting cars, but do you still see any interesting cars at all?
You know what I really want to get my hands on, and I literally mean that quite literally? I want to feel a Cybertruck. Because every time one drives by, whoever we're with, you and that person go, ugh, a Cybertruck.
I went into a Tesla store a couple of weeks ago.
You did?
I was trying to film something, not exhaust or anything of a car, but I was trying to film something, right? I go into a Tesla store, there's Cybertrucks in, and I'm like, am I touching a moving trash can or am I touching a pickup truck?
It's something.
Yeah.
My brother has an F-250 and my father has a Toyota Tacoma, and I'm like, this is not a truck. Where's the engine? Two, why is it built like a trash can?
I'm with you.
Funny. Trent's phone is kind of coming in and going out, but that is, I want to go feel a Cybertruck to know what everybody's talking about. To what is up with those? Can you describe it to me briefly? Is it like a big box?
It's very angular, a lot of hard lines, and it just looks like something space age. But you're right. I mean, it looks like, I don't know. It's not attractive.
Not attractive. I wanted to. I did say I was going to pop in here for a second. I'm going to see if anything's going on in the chat. Oh, it was supposed to say YouTube to me. Where's YouTube? Oh, is this?
It's upside down.
That might be why it was feeling funny. And now it's not giving me any information.
Yeah, there's just the YouTube symbol.
Okay, well that was a bit of a
went
fail.
Really well. Okay, actually now it's loading.
Oh, but it should be playing the. That didn't work out. Well, all right, people in the chat. We're just going to have to stick with the people that are calling, dialing the phone number and talking to us. It is the old timey phrase game. And 760-517-6844 is the phone number. I'm here. Banana's here. Skylar's over there. And who's on the line right now? Hello. Who's this?
Hello, this is Braden.
Banana, did you catch that?
Braden?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you're 2 for 2. All right, where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, where my buddy Brooks is from.
Yep.
All right, you ready for your old-timey phrase?
Yes.
Okay, what does the phrase "to fly off the handle" mean?
To be crazy.
That's when you need the music.
Okay, you talked over him.
All right, what was the guess?
To be crazy.
No.
Wild.
No, not quite.
Don't fly off the handle. Does that help?
Well, he could make the same guess with that clue.
I just didn't say don't fly off the handle before. I just said fly off the handle.
Okay.
All right. Can I give it?
Yeah, I guess we could just give the answer.
Okay. If you fly off the handle, it means like you've basically lost your temper. Like you're acting out.
Good job, Banana.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
Thanks.
All right. The old-timey phrase game continues. Is that how we do it? We'll give the answer when the person doesn't. I don't know. We just change it every time.
Exactly. I mean, why do you keep trying to I
don't know.
Make
I feel
guidelines. I'm not a rule follower.
Not a rule follower. We are moving on to the next caller, though. See if they can do better than poor Braden, who didn't get his question. This is a new person. Who's this?
Hi, Pete. I'm Hope. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Hope. Have we spoken before? The name Hope and your voice sound familiar.
Yes, we have. We spoke, I think, about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember your voice too.
It was before we were doing the game, though.
Hi, Banana.
Hey.
Want to get an old-timey phrase, Hope?
I'm terrified, but I hope I get an easy one because I have 2 questions to ask you.
Okay.
I'm like, shoot, now do I be nice?
Yeah, you should be nice.
What does the phrase "not my cup of tea" mean?
It means something you do not enjoy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Very good.
Yep.
And because you know what? Because you answered that so fast, we're going to give you 2 questions.
Oh boy.
She had to. No. She's going to ask us 2 questions.
I was like,
no.
I'm nervous about the one.
Hope gets to ask us 2 questions. Sorry if I didn't explain that properly. What was question number 1, Hope?
So first off, I literally had to write down on a piece of paper what I wanted to say because I was on hold before, like last month or whatever, and you know how like it has you're the blank person in line, stay on the thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, all of a sudden, mine disconnected, and I tried getting back in, and it would not let me back in.
Oh,
everything I wanted to say down for you.
Oh,
that's a bummer. We're sorry.
Stinks when you're up next. I wonder if that was the time that Skylar walked across. This is my Stream Deck that controls everything, and she did walk across it once and disconnected everything. So I'm going to blame her. It was not me. It was the tiny little dog. But
I love her. She's so cute.
She is cute, soft and fuzzy and sweet.
First off, I wanted to say I love the board behind you. It is so cool.
Nice.
That was designed by Josh.
Really?
Yeah, my surf coach Josh. That it used to just be there was some geometric design. I think just like a line down the middle or something. We brought that to Josh's art studio over in Vista, aka his parents' house, and I asked him. I said I wanted some eyes out there while I was surfing, and he spent the better part of an entire evening and night. Did it all in one shot though. And I was using it out in the water, and it was getting some views. But when we started doing this, I was like, I really want to showcase that thing because when people see it, they think it's really cool.
It's so cool. Like every time I join your live, that's literally what I stare at until like a question happens or whatever. I'm like, oh, so pretty.
Well, he'd be happy to hear that. We're gonna clip this and send it right off to him so he can know that someone appreciates his art.
I love it.
Cool.
There you go. Second off, I wanted to say, have you ever heard of a thing called bocce?
Bocce ball?
Yeah.
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 I actually play that with some kids with special needs.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome.
I think our neighbor across the street has a bocce ball court in his backyard.
Yeah, he had it like custom built.
I used to play that at the Medford Boat Club where I grew up as a kid, and I used to play that when I had some site, what I would do is, what's the ball called that you chuck? Is it a birdie, or what the heck is the first ball?
Oh, this really small one. I believe that's called the birdie.
Yeah, so I'd chuck that one, and then I'd just walk to the other end of the bocce court, and I'd find it when I had just enough vision to like look down and see it, and I'd kind of put that in my head, like, okay, it's here, it's about here, and then I'd start throwing, just kind of like by memory. It's the same way I used to play pool when I first met you, Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fun game,
and this
though.
Is a question. Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. You have another question?
And this is a question for both of you guys. Do you guys like Crocs more or flip-flops?
Flip-flops. I'm going to answer for both of us.
Well, I don't even know what Crocs are. What are Crocs? You've never even,
They're
you hate them so much.
I hate them so much.
I've never been allowed to touch them, so I can't see them on other people's feet, and I wasn't allowed to touch them.
Do you know what clogs are?
Yeah, what, wooden clogs?
So it's plastic clogs with holes all in the top for like air.
And yeah, like you could put little tiny like things in it, so like it has texture.
Yeah, you can.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're called gibbets. It's hard to explain, but it's called gibbets, and like the holes that are in the top of the shoes, you put the like gibbets in it, and it's like different characters, food, not like actual food, but like.
Sounds like you like Crocs.
Just a small bit.
It's okay.
I was unaware of this whole. I've literally been kept away from the Croc phenomenon by you.
I know. I don't know.
I wasn't allowed.
I have a strong opinion on that. It's okay.
Let him feel the Crocs for goodness sake.
Yeah, I want to put.
We can just agree to disagree. It's fine.
I want to put gibbets in my holes.
Okay.
Well, now I'm gonna next time we're at a store and if I'm aware that they have shoes, I'm gonna say I want to feel some Crocs.
I was about to say, no, I'm like, you're never getting a pair of
I
Crocs.
need to see what you say about Crocs. You need to post a video about what you think of Crocs.
He's gonna secretly order a pair of Crocs and try to.
How long? They've been around forever, haven't they?
Totally.
Okay, I've been kept away from it forever. And she also, Hope, she threw away my Heelys.
I did not.
She did.
Oh my gosh, I have been wrongly accused for so long on this one. I didn't do it, I swear.
Finding Heelys for an adult is very hard to do because adults aren't supposed to ride Heelys. But
They are permanently missing, but I did not throw them away.
I brought them from Boston to California.
Heelys.
What's that?
It is very difficult to find Heelys, period.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. This is like a collector's item. I could have. And that once they repaved our driveway, we've been out here for a while, they repaved our whole like street. And I was like, I'm going to grab my Heelys. And Banana's like, what Heelys?
I did not.
They never existed.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've been known to donate some things, but I do not recall throwing away the Heelys.
You don't recall. I do not recall. I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I am almost certain I did not donate them.
All right. Well, so hopefully that answers your questions. I do know about bocce. Thank you very much. Thanks for the call, Hope. So one of the last things I did before moving out here is I played the Beer Olympics with my friends in Cape Cod. And there was a bunch of, we played beer pong and cornhole, and we played bocce. And they let me throw the first ball, the bocce ball, or the birdie thing. And this is what I hear, ping, wham, thud. I threw it in my friend Frank's parents' front yard, and it bounced off their flagpole. Out of all the things in the world, bounced off a flagpole. Then it went and hit a window in the front, bounced back down to the ground, hit another rock, bounced and hit the front glass door. A window and a glass door, and then it rolled down the steps, and that's where they played it from. But I didn't break anything, thankfully.
Oh my gosh!
But they said no more throwing stuff. You're supposed to just underhand it, and I was just being fun. I winged it, and it bounced off of a flagpole.
That's funny.
So yes, I'm familiar with the game bocce. It's the old time phrase game with Pete and Banana. And who do we have on the line right now?
My name's Evan.
Evan, what's going on? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maryland.
Are you on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook? Where are you watching?
YouTube.
Cool. Nice. All right. Well, you ready for your question from Banana?
Yes. I hope I don't get it wrong.
Me too. I hate the buzzer button. Makes me sad.
Okay. First, I want to say, Pete, you were correct about how to pronounce this, but seeing as how I've said it one way my whole life, I'm just going to say it my way.
Wait, did you looked up to see if I was doing it right?
Yeah. So last night we were talking about. All right. So your question is.
Wait.
What?
I was right about something.
I know.
I'm scared.
I was giving myself a bell.
What does it mean if you put the kibosh on something?
Or
Pete says kibosh.
Kibosh.
But I say kibosh.
Rock the Kibosh is a song from The Clash.
No, that's
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
I'm
Casbah.
assuming that means to make monkey business a mess out of everyone.
No,
cause a commotion.
Well, first of all, the song is Rock the Casbah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where you got confused.
The word is
Okay, well,
kibosh.
can I please ask one small question?
Yes, you
Do
can.
you want to say what kibosh is? It's probably just a word from German that we stole.
Randomly, it dates back to they're not sure, but a lot of people think it's a Yiddish thing, which it's not, and they think it's actually an Irish saying.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so
Which is maybe why I grew up knowing what that meant.
but saying it wrong.
Well, my family says a lot of things wrong. To put the kibosh on something is to stop it like immediately. You know,
Nix it, put an end
I'm
to
going
it.
to show my mom this clip, and she's going to think I'm dumb for not getting it right.
No.
No, yeah, but to nix it, end it, put an end to it, stop it.
Abruptly stop something.
We're putting the kibosh on this right now.
Kibosh.
Kibosh. All right, what's your
Technically, you're right.
You didn't get it right, but you sounded so desperate when you said you had a question. Go ahead with the question.
Okay, so my question is for Mr. Pete, since you're a voice actor, and when I'm at work, when I'm at the drive-thru, everyone calls me ma'am. From when they hear my voice, and I want to sound more like a man because I was born a man and I am a man.
Okay.
So what do I do? From the voice actor perspective, I guess.
So
Can I just say you don't sound like a woman?
Well, I don't know what he sounds like through a crappy tinny speaker. So the tinny speakers that you use at drive-thrus don't have any bass on them. They sound tinny. So unless you've got a deep voice, it's only emphasizing the higher end of your voice to begin with. I will say that my voice has actually deepened over time, but there's two ways to breathe. And, well, there's a million ways to breathe, but in voice acting, there's two ways to breathe. And one of them is going to allow you to speak with a little deeper resonance than the other one. If you do costal breathing, meaning breathing from your chest, and you're speaking up here, and you're kind of tense, and you're talking this way, that's coming out of your chest. If you speak from your stomach, if you let it go down to your diaphragm, and you let the air breathe up all the way from the bottom, it kind of relaxes your diaphragm and lets you speak in a little bit of a deeper tone. People will naturally, their voice will get a little bit higher when they're tense, because that lends itself towards costal breathing. But if you can relax and take deeper breaths and just kind of feel your voice coming from down low, that's where you'll be able to access a slightly deeper register.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying it right now, and I think it's working. Don't know yet, but I'm going to keep practicing. Thank you so much.
Give us your pull up. What would you say? Your order is next, or pull up.
Yeah, like say something that you would say in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
I'd like to order a hamburger.
Well, now you're the person in the drive-thru.
Oh yeah. Wait, do you not work at a drive-thru?
Oh no, I'm using my work phone to call people, and they address me as ma'am.
Did I?
Or when I even order food, they say, "Okay, ma'am, pull up."
When you order
and then they see me, and I'm a man, and they like sometimes they apologize, but half the time they just
let it go.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, so yeah, so I would like a hamburger, or you could, what you could say, this dude right here wants a hamburger.
this dude right here,
or say something like a female would say.
Hamburger.
He was practicing, and you talked over. Talked over your practice line. Give me that again.
I would like to order a double cheeseburger.
Very manly. That was the manliest thing I've heard all day. That was amazing. I appreciate that.
That was great.
Just breathe from down here.
That was quality.
Yeah, that's what I when I do trailers, like really serious trailers. That's all the breathing is from like very, very down low, like in a world where magic happens. That's from down here. If I was breathing from up here, in a world where magic happens, that's much higher. It's a very different way of breathing and delivering. And speaking of voiceovers, if you'd like to learn how to get into the voiceover business, hit up voiceuniversity.com, use code PETE25, and you can get 25% off the tuition fee. And you'll learn everything there is to know, everything I know, which is everything there is to know about getting into the voiceover business. I just want to put that out there for people. Yeah. It's a fun holiday. What'd you get me for Christmas? What'd you get me for Hanukkah? I got you lessons on how to get into voice acting.
I mean, a ton of people do ask you.
Yeah, they do. So more people should sign up for voiceuniversity.com. It is the old-timey phrase game. It's 5:21, so we got about another 10 minutes left. And we got someone on the line right now. Who is this?
All right. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
This is Sean. This is my first time calling in, and I'm from Utah.
All right, Sean. Second one from Utah tonight. First-time caller. Appreciate it. You ready for Banana's old-timey phrase?
I sure hope so, as long as it's easier than the one you gave the last guy.
No, I was actually just about to say I'm going to give you the hardest one.
Oh, that's not nice.
Now that it's okay. Now that you spoke up, we'll reassess here.
Because I do have a question. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I've been a big fan, so I'm hoping they connect.
All right.
All right. I'm going to give you an easier one.
Okay.
What does the phrase "dressed to the nines" mean?
Dressed to the nines. Let me think about this. I think I have heard this before.
We can clue you up. You're going out to a.
No, you're just going to give it away.
All right, fine.
No, it's all good. Let's see.
I think he's Googling right now.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to think because I've heard it before. I just have no idea. I'm just trying to remember. Okay. So dressed to the nines, I'm pretty sure it means like that you're dressed up nice, that you're
yes.
Like that you're
That's another one. I feel like
you're wearing really fancy or
exactly.
Like you're wearing really nice clothes or something like that.
Yeah, you are correct.
If you're going to the Pops, you're gonna go watch the Nutcracker. You're gonna get dressed to the nines to go be with all the fancy people out there.
Can I give my little fun fact before you ask the
so
question?
do you know where that comes from?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is great.
I know, right? I was really educating myself earlier.
Good job.
Dressed to the nines comes from way back when. If you wanted a suit, you had to have it special made. And so the 9 refers to you would need 9 whole yards of material to make the whole suit, including like the vest and the jacket and everything.
Really?
Yep.
9 yards to make an outfit.
Yep.
Well, all right. Jeez, I would not have guessed that in a million years. I thought you were going to tell me that was like the name of a famous tailor, like Johnny Nines.
Nope. All right, now he has a question.
Yeah, you got it. So you can do your question. Fire away.
No, that's really cool. Thank you. So I'm not completely blind, but I am visually impaired. I only have one eye that works, and I have to get pretty close to, a lot of things. But I've had an interest in voice acting for a while now, and that's one of the reasons I like your channel so much. And I know you've done advice like shorts and videos in the past. But I know you have your own methods for how you do it as a blind person. I can see enough to do some things, like if I have friends that I play video games with and stuff, which is where I got my interest in voice acting. But for someone who's just trying to start out in it, trying to figure out if it's for them, I've been thinking about doing your Voice University class and all that. But do you have any specific advice or any tips or anything for someone else who doesn't have the best vision that's thinking about getting into it?
Well, so yes, I do actually. A lot of visually impaired people, especially when I used to do more speaking engagements out in public, I'd get to the end of the speech and they'd all be like, "Well, I want to be a voice actor." They thought that was like the answer to everything, and it's not the greatest job for visually impaired people, because the job comes down to reading copy, which of course I always struggled with, and then it became impossible for me to do. And so I tell people that are blind or visually impaired that if they want to get into voice acting, don't even begin going down the road of trying to become a voice actor until you nail your way of delivering copy, because you can't just like memorize a phrase or a word or something and be like, I'm going to get into voice acting business by having this one demo where people hear my voice. You really have to be able to
trying
deliver.
to talk while you've got a screen reader in your ear,
so
you're also trying to listen to it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I was doing, and I actually don't know a lot of people that have successfully been able to everybody says it's a great idea. It's a great concept. And I'll admit it took me a solid 2 years to become proficient at it. Now it was part of my job. I was doing voice acting as a production director while I was losing my voice. So it was part of my job to sit there. And if people don't know what I'm talking about, what I do is I put an earbud
so you
in.
already have some knowledge and experience there.
Right. So I put an earbud in and I let a text-to-speech voice read it to me, and I let it get about between 3 and 5 seconds ahead, sometimes a little further, and then I start reciting after it. I think, if you're really good at Braille, I would practice with that. If you have an outstanding memory, work with that. If you don't and you're used to text-to-speech, I mean, it's going to take some time. Like when I very first started doing it, I had the robot in my left ear and I'm trying to listen to myself in my right ear. And I felt like I was going to fall over. I was so dizzy and confused with it. But eventually, I mean, people, your brain literally rewires itself over the course of your life when you're learning new skills and adapting to situations like losing eyesight or any other thing that you're going through. So you give your brain enough exposure to a circumstance like that, it will learn and get better. So I think the very first step is find your system for reading. Once you become good at that, then you can start looking at getting into the voice acting business. But step one has to be step one.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Yeah,
right.
I do use a screen reader a lot just every day, but I have a Braille note taker that I don't use very often, that I could definitely do. But I really appreciate it. I also just wanted to let you know, just in case, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been watching your stream on Twitch, and I'm not finding the phone number anywhere, like in the title or in the description. On there.
In the Twitch,
So-
you're right. I think it's actually
I've got some vision, so I could just magnify and get the number that way. But
it's on the screen.
If anyone else, is using the screen reader, they might not be able to find it there.
Okay. Thank you.
Good
Thank
to
you
know.
for that.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate the call. I hope that was some useful information there. That's the one platform where I forgot to put the phone number in the description. But I haven't been super focused on Twitch because, like I said, there's always one person in
caller?
there. I think that was him.
Viewer.
I think that was the one guy. And now, the one guy, of course, the one guy in there is the one that was having a tough time reading the phone number, of course. Yeah. All right, so that was the, we're probably going to lose TikTok shortly. My 1 hour timer went off, but I know we got a ton of people. So we're going to do one more. We're going to give one more old-timey phrase to one more caller before we wrap this one up. Who is this? You are our last caller for the day. Oh, this happened last week, too.
I know, that's...
The same thing. Last week, I went to the last caller, and they weren't there.
Are you there? Wow, straight up not there.
Yeah, straight up not there. Now, we're going to try this one more time. If we can get one more person in there. I just went right to them. Didn't give them any notice, so we'll see how this goes. Who's this? Hey. It's you.
Yes, it's me.
What's your name?
Why does the end of the show get so weird? Who's this?
I was rushing because I didn't know who it was.
It's me. It's Pete.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you didn't give him a heads up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's always a recipe for disaster. So what's your name?
Fernando.
Did you say Fernando or Commando?
Fernando.
Okay.
All right. Very good. I got one finally.
Yeah.
All right, Fernando. We're gonna give you the last one of the day.
Well, I just really want to read this one that's so hard, but he sounds young, and there's no way he would get it.
All right, we'll save that one for next time. Give him something. I want to go out. I want to go out with a bell, not a buzz.
Okay. Okay. Well, what does the phrase "at the drop of a hat" mean? If you're going to do something at the drop of a hat.
I feel like it would be like you get to finish it.
No.
We're like no.
All right, we're gonna go to. I'm gonna give this person. I want someone to go out with a win. So I'm going.
Okay. Well, at the drop of a hat means that you're gonna do something like if somebody calls and you're gonna leave at the drop of a hat, it means like you're boom, you're there. You're gonna
without any forethought, any preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just gonna happen. All right, that's drop of a hat. Who's this? This is our last caller. I swear.
Hi, Pete. This is Emily.
Emily, are you ready to send us out on a win?
I'm going to try.
Okay. All right, Banana, fire away for Emily.
I'm going to ask the hardest question.
All right.
What does it mean if you say, I got to go see a man about a dog?
Why is it not a horse?
It can be a horse.
Okay. I'm see a man about a horse or a dog.
A problem?
No, I'm not hanging up on her because I'm not going to take 5 people to answer your dumb question.
All right, we're going to leave that one hanging.
Yeah, we're going to give you an easier one.
Okay.
Okay.
What does it mean when somebody say, when pigs fly?
I will do this when pigs fly.
It means that they're not really, that, that they'll do something, but, that's probably never going to happen.
That is what it means. Good job.
That is it. All right, good job, Emily. Did you have a question, or were we just calling to play the game?
No, I had a question. I've watched you a lot, and you're a real inspiration. I am going blind myself. I have what's called retinitis pigmentosis.
Familiar with that? Yep.
And I am losing all my peripheral vision. So I have one eye that's legally blind and one eye that I have about 40 to 50% vision in it. So still doing okay.
Yep.
I still work and everything. But how do you get people used to you? Like, because I'm trying to get used to using my cane. How do you get people comfortable with you using your cane?
I actually, I was very reluctant to do it. And this is really interesting to me that there's been a bunch of people that have called the show or have shot me notes and they're like, hey, because you're so confidently using it, I'm starting to use it now. Like, they watch me do it and it gives them some confidence. And I got that confidence by having Dan Mancina and Anthony Ferraro come and visit me here in San Diego. And these are 2 younger than me guys that are skateboarders, competitive skateboarders, and they walk around with their canes and very confidently navigate their route. But the one thing that really sung to me, like that made me want to pick up the cane and use it and not be so ashamed of it, was how much easier it made Banana's life. When we're walking side by side and she was guiding me without a cane, it was really stressful because people in front of us don't know that I'm walking straight at them because I'm blind. They think I'm just a jerk or drunk or something.
Well, I always joke that prior to him using the cane, that everybody on the sidewalk thought I was like a bossy, like, wife. Because I'd be like, kind of like pulling him, or I'd be like something on the left or something on the right. And like, you can't tell that he's blind. So they're like, geez, that lady's a little like controlling.
Yeah, bossy lady.
Yeah.
And then also, so when I am out by myself, me and Superdog he was around when I was first practicing with the cane. And when I didn't have it, I couldn't really tell that people were approaching us, and I'd kind of like last minute kind of veer out of the way, or he'd be, shoving me one way or the other, like, hey, you're going to walk into something. It was very just clunky, a clunky way to travel. And I realized the first time I grabbed the cane and I started walking with him, like, people just cleared the way in front of us. I'd hear footsteps coming towards me, and then I'd hear them disappear. They'd be stepping off to the side into the grass or out in the street. I'm like, this is great. It just completely clears the way. So it's a mental, I do. And I've lost my eyesight in such a massive fashion after moving to California. A part of me, like when my friends from Massachusetts visit and they remember me walking around without a cane, and now here I am with a cane, and it's hard. It kind of makes me sad and feel bad. But then I realize that it's a function thing, and the function is actually pretty amazing. It really it helps out a lot.
Yeah, it seems to be something that I'm now learning the blind community has a hard time accepting for themselves. But I can tell you that your friends and family, they don't have to get used to it. Like, there's really nothing to get, like, I don't know. There's no negative feelings around it. Like, I think it's just nothing but helpful.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can still see, like, during the day some. So I guess sometimes I feel like I don't need it, but then at night, I totally have no vision. So I'm totally like, okay, I need it at night. So then some people, I feel like they think I'm faking it or something because I don't always use my cane during the day. But at night,
very interesting.
I literally can fall off a curb.
Yeah. I mean, it's so interesting. Like, I went through all the same exact things that you're feeling. And I was thinking at the time, because I didn't grow up around other blind people. I wasn't in any communities. And I was just like, this is just me. This is like just my hang up. And the more people I meet, like, we've all felt basically the same thing, especially people that had eyesight and then lost it. You're transitioning and now you've got this apparatus that you didn't used to have. It's the cane. But Banana's right. You and I are the people that are walking around with the cane, and we're in our heads about it. The people around us don't actually care. They're actually probably just relieved that we're doing something to help ourselves.
It's literally nothing but helpful.
Yeah. And you know what?
To you and to people around you, because it lets them know, like, no, I really am not going to be able to navigate this well without this.
And one thing I'd suggest, if you don't know about them already, is I'd get a telescoping ID cane. Especially in the circumstances when you don't see very well, but you kind of see, and you don't need it, but you might need it. I would carry, when my eyesight was like really in its final stages, I would carry the telescoping ID cane, which was short, and I'd use it when I felt like I needed to. And then when I wasn't quite comfortable, I'd kind of, compact it up and throw it in my pocket. And it just kind of got me in. And the more I had it, and the more I realized how helpful it was, then I transitioned to just having one all the time. It was a neat transition cane for me. I'd suggest getting a cheap little one off Amazon, a telescoping ID cane.
I'll definitely look into that.
All right. Does that help?
That helps. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Thank you for calling.
It is amazing to me how so many people, we all feel like we're alone in this world. Like, I'm the only one that's dealing with this. I think this is why group therapy and groups are a thing. I think a lot of people experience a lot of the same things, and it just kind of helps to talk.
Yeah, support groups, yeah.
That's why I'm happy to finally get out there and share this stuff. But I think we lost TikTok already. We're only allowed to go for an hour over there before they kick us off. YouTube and the one guy on Twitch, thank you for watching. Facebook, thank you for watching. One of these days...
everybody who called, thank you.
Yeah, one of these days, the Facebook audience in the comments is generally the meanest audience. And I keep telling Brooks, I'm like, I want someone from Facebook to call up and go at me. And he's like, no one's going to call and go at you. No one's going to go and call and yell at
Why?
them.
What did they say? What was mean?
They're just, it's the end of the show. We'll get into it next time.
Okay.
Facebook people really like to just dig at you for some reason. But for the most part, thank you to everyone that interacts and watches.
Is that like, are they making digs at me?
No, not you.
Oh.
I'll tell you some stories off the air.
Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out how to end this thing. Thank you, everybody, and we will discuss whether we'll come back the day after Christmas. I'm leaning towards showing off my gifts, but we'll see.
I have enough phrases on that notepad that we could even do another one.
Ooh.
I know.
All right. Well,
All
thanks
right.
to everybody.
Thank you.
Till next time.
See you later.